son un chico de pistolas, a veces no les explica peligrosa, la apariencia toda sospechosa, y la recia misiles accionan, una vez la pica son un chico de pistolas, ahora la norma ya todos tienen tirados, y pendientes al llamado, las barbadas alineadas, tiramos el ancla por acá, por la Tijuana, hicimos lo con la rana y aquí les va todo el show, zona desconocida, la supimos en.
Welcome back to Disturbed Reality. Today we're delving into the Narcos world. Once again I'll be covering another brutal cartel video. Now this video in particular isn't one of the well-known ones, but it's brutal nonetheless, and once again the culprits or the perpetrators of this act are the CJNG cartel, the Jalisco New Generation cartel, and you know, I am still waiting on royalties from El Mencho for covering these topics. Who knows how that'll work out. But anyway, before I get into the video, let's talk about a little backstory. Now as I mentioned, the perpetrators behind this video were the CJNG cartel, and more precisely, this video or this crime is believed to have been orchestrated by Fabián Urbino Morales, also known as El Payaso. Now of course El Mencho Nemesio Oseguela Cervantes is the leader of the CJNG cartel, but obviously with a cartel the size of CJNG, El Mencho cannot run the whole organisation himself. So what the likes of El Mencho will do, he will appoint like various bosses, commanders, to take control of certain elements of the cartel and certain areas in which the cartel operates. Think of it this way, if you work in retail, I'm sure you guys are aware of local area managers, where the managers will basically oversee the shops in that specific area. That's essentially what a lot of these big cartels do. They will have lower down bosses who look after certain areas in which the cartel operates. One of these men was Fabián Urbino Morales, who is also known as El Payaso. That translates to the clown in Spanish. He got this nickname as he worked in the circus when he was a younger man, and eventually he turned to crime. But during his criminal career, he kept one signature from his circus days, the clown mask, and in fact, even his henchmen would wear the clown masks. At the start of this video, I showed a clip of CJNG members wearing their clown masks and showing off their weapons. It's unknown whether Fabián Urbino Morales was one of these men. Fabián Urbino Morales and his henchmen began with a group by the name of Los Metros, a criminal group established in Reynosa, who were originally a faction of the infamous Gulf Cartel. Rumour has it that El Mencho and his people recruited Los Metros when they saw the way they executed their rivals. They cut them up and burned them in gasoline drums. El Payaso and his group of sicarios were making waves with their brutality. El Mencho just had to recruit them to his ever-growing CJNG empire, and that's exactly what he did. The Los Metros quickly became a cell within the CJNG organisation. So Fabián Urbino Morales was making waves in the criminal underworld. However, this didn't last long, as he was arrested on the 29th of January 2020. He was arrested in the state of Michoacán. However, despite El Payaso's arrest, it's still believed that his group, the Los Metros, are still operating in Tamaulipas and potentially other states in Mexico. So yeah, El Payaso, thank God, is now behind bars, but his brutal legacy still lives on. One of his most well-known acts of torture and brutality was captured on film. The video depicted the brutal torture of a rival cartel member. Now the victim in the video, from my knowledge, hasn't been positively identified, but it's widely believed that the victim belonged to the La Familia Michoacan cartel, who the CJNG are currently at war with. But anyway, let's talk about the video itself. That's why you guys are here, right? The video is commonly titled Yo Quiero Agua, which in English translates to I want water. The video clip is around 30 seconds long. The video depicts a suspected cartel member who's had his face completely flayed and skinned. Now you don't see this happening, but you basically see the aftermath, and the victim is still alive. So yeah, all of the skin on his face has been completely removed. Nothing that resembles facial features are there anymore. No skin, no lips, no eyelids, nothing. all that remained were his eyeballs. The video is extremely visceral, and sometimes when you watch these sort of videos, you're actually surprised by how the human body looks after acts of brutality, because this video, it almost looked like one of those 80s slasher movies, you know, like with the practical effects and whatnot. To me it just looked so jarring, so weird, I guess I would say. I'll be honest, it almost didn't even look real, but unfortunately the tape has been confirmed to be indeed real. And yeah, as I mentioned, the tape is around 30 seconds long, and throughout the tape, basically it's just his captors mocking him and basically rejoicing in the pain in which they've put him through. Throughout the duration of the video, they ask him questions, including, "Do you want water?" To which he replies, "Yo quiero agua," which means "I want water." And yeah, throughout the video they basically mock him, fuck with him, and like I said, basically just rejoice in the pain in which they've put him through. It is hard to see, but it also looks like they've actually skinned some of his chest as well. So yeah, they've really put this guy through it, they've really made him suffer. And you know, while the video is visceral and gory, and a lot of people would be shocked by this video, to me it's not the actual gore that is the most disturbing thing about this video. When it comes to pure gore, it takes a lot to shock me, but the thing about this video, it's not even disturbing from a gore point of view in my opinion, it's just extremely creepy. Like, first and foremost, how the guy actually looks after his face has been skinned. The best way I can describe it is, you know, his face has been completely removed, but it still looks like he's got a constant grin on where his face should be. It's really hard to explain, but it's a really messed up visual. But the worst thing about this for me is how the guy actually sounds when he's interacting with his captors. Obviously the guy is in immense pain, but his voice, it just sounds so raspy. It almost sounds demonic, to be honest. I don't speak Spanish, but the guy just didn't sound human anymore. He sounded, I guess you would say, animalistic is probably the best term to describe it, but the audio and how the victim sounded, in my opinion, was the worst thing about this video. Again, it's not necessarily the gore, but to me the visuals and the sounds of this video are just a little creepy, a little unsettling, you know? And yeah, all in all, not a pleasant video to look at, and once again, I would implore you guys not to search for this video if you're affected by this sort of content. I was actually put onto this video by some subscribers, and I saw people online basically compare this to Funky Town. It's not Funky Town bad, but it's definitely a gnarly video. And by the way, in regards to Funky Town, I heard a few rumours that in the MD Pope 3 mixtape, there was a longer version of Funky Town, and I watched MD Pope 3, and that is not the case. That is a myth, doesn't exist, just wanted to put that out there. But yeah, Yo Quiero Agua, definitely a brutal video, a really creepy video as I said, and yeah, shout out to you guys for pointing me in the direction of this video. Big up to you guys. And also I wanted to shout out the channel members, you know, who have joined to support the channel. That's much appreciated. And you know, some of you guys have emailed me with stories. Ortiz Films actually made me a channel intro, and Hidden Ape VFX made me some banner art for my channel, which I'll be displaying very soon. And you guys have no idea how humbling that is for you guys to do that off your own back. Really is. I can't express how grateful I am, you know. This whole experience, I guess you would say, has been overwhelming. I started this in the start of May, I believe, and here we are, start of August. We are basically 60,000 subscribers deep. The whole journey so far has been completely overwhelming, and the amount of support you guys have shown me really is humbling, and I truly mean that. So thank you for the support. It's much appreciated. It doesn't go unnoticed. I'm not good at these sort of things, but all I can tell you guys, I'm truly grateful. So thank you guys very much, and as always, stay safe. I'll catch you on the next one.